Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Black Lightning Season 2, Episode 3. Let's get into it. It's like, oh shit. Tobias has gone to jail. Tobias got caught. Who dropped the dime on Tobias? Did Painkiller actually tell Black Lightning anything? How did Henderson find out where where Tobias was? How did that happen? I was like, oh shit. And I was surprised Tobias did not fight back. Did Tobias wanted to be locked up so he can get closer to Jan, the new doctor that's working with Dr. Lynn, basically to get in control of the pods? Is that gonna bring, Tobias closer? I don't know. But I have a feeling this new doctor that is working with Lynn is actually is going to do some destructive, even though she has that thing in her, that implant in her ankle where she can't go past certain perimeters. I think that she's going to do something. And I think it's going to be like, taking these pods and they're going to become the new 100, and Tobias is going to be really strong. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but Tobias has been killing all his loose ends. Have Tobias been killing all the people with the loose ends with the murder of Alvin Pierce because he wanted to get into the system and he wanted to be cleared of this so he can run for something? I don't know, but it seems like it's getting really interesting to find out the plot that Tobias actually is doing. Because why did Tobias would never last season, he would never want to be arrested, so he has something up his sleeve, and for him to get caught like that is like crazy. And did Painkiller give him up, or did Tobias set it up where he gets locked up? I don't know. I was like so happy to see Maxine Shaw from Living Single, and actually she's like an oracle or something like that that's working with Jennifer to basically help Jennifer with her powers and be able to control her power and conduct her powers. And she's getting a lot better, because you see when Jennifer was talking to her sister Nessa, she tapped her, like she was able to control some of it, so that's cool too as well. But we see that Jennifer and Nessa, they're having a close relationship. They're talking, and basically we find out that Jennifer finds out that her sister is dating Zoe B, and Zoe B is supposed to be somebody big, and Jennifer's like, she's gonna bite, she's gonna crush you, she's gonna break your heart, she's gonna tear you up, like she ain't nothing to play with, she's just gonna use it for a little bit and spit you out. So you better go find something better, find something real, find something that is something that is good for you, basically. And so we see that Anissa is going to take that bait. But at the beginning of the episode, you see the lady that escaped from the hospital, the mental hospital or the hospital, and she was able to break free and everything. I was like, oh shit, another strong one, another green light, baby, another green light. And basically when she escaped from the hospital, beat the police up, beat the nurses up, got the hell up out of there. She was cornered by the police, and she had a dumpster in her hand, and she picked it up, and they just looking, and they were just waiting for her to throw the dumpsters. And in real life, the cops would have shot already, but they didn't shoot her because maybe they thought that she was going to even get stronger, get even more powerful, and then hurt them or whatever. But I think she was trying to get home to her kids, and then Black Lightning, he comes and saved the day and shit, throw the garbage can, picks her up, rescue her, and you take her where she needs to go, where she want to go. I was like, oh shit. And then we got, Jefferson is not going to have his job anymore. He's been replaced by Larry. Larry has replaced him, and Larry is the white guy, and he don't give a shit about, Jefferson or Garfield High, really. And he put the metal detectors in, basically throwing shade at Jefferson, talking about, well, if you was doing your job, I wouldn't have to put in metal detectors. So Jefferson doesn't have his job anymore. But basically Jefferson contacts this lady, Paneer, I think, or Rainier. Paneer, I think her name is, and basically is Maxine from Living Single, and actually meets up with Jennifer, and in that song that was playing, Sometimes Smiling Faces Tell Lies, I was listening to that song last night. I was like, oh shit. So we have that situation going on. That's going to be good that actually Jennifer is opening up to it, and she's actually improving and showing great success with that too as well. Then we have Black Lightning talking to Gamby And basically they're trying to find out how, Tobias, how cyanide, how painkiller got inside the school. There's no evidence on the cameras. How did they erase the cameras? How did they clear that all up? It seems like Tobias is clearing up everything he did from the school attack, entering the school, and then all the people that knows that he killed, Alvin Pierce, which is, Jefferson's, father. So it seems like he wants to get locked up and he wants to be vindicated and found not guilty. So we're going to see what's going to happen with that. And with that situation too. And then actually, Gamby wants to find an antidote to painkillers, needles, his poison. And he said, if you can give me one of them needles, it'll be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Give me one of them needles, my friend. I was like, okay, how is he going to get a needle from painkiller? So it is what it is. And then we have, Tobias trying to train Painkiller to basically run the organization, telling him to step up since cyanide's not going. Make sure you get the money. Make sure you get the pickups. And basically had him burn a piece of paper and try to remember everything that he's supposed to do. Because Tobias is telling him that he needs to step up, that he needs to, do more. And shit like that he needs to do more and everything like that. So it seems like Tobias was prepping, Painkiller Khalil to actually step up and run the 100 while he's going to as well. He got the power, but he's not really that bright. And he was like, Khalil was playing the video game. He's like, oh, you're focused, just like my baby Cyanide used to be focused. He's really missing Cyanide. Tobias is really missing her. So it seems like, Tobias is actually training, Khalil to 1 to 100 because he knows that he's going to be locked up. Or did Tobias and Khalil come up with that plan for him to get caught? Because he killed Detective Summers. He's gone. He killed the other reporter. He killed everybody. And he got himself erased off the videotape that should be there. So it seems like he's up to something. And what he's up to, I think he wants to turn the green light babies and the green and the pods, see who's the actually really strong ones that he can actually, become more powerful than he is to as well. And then have them run a 100 game, because then if he has all these green light babies and these babies that are in the pod, the green babies are the green light babies that's been locked up for 30-40 years. He can actually train them and actually have them on his side too as well, and they don't know of him as a bad man too. So we'll see how that plan goes along. And after that, we have, Painkiller. He goes and basically trying to run the 100, looking for people. And he actually killed, Green Eyes, or the dude that he was looking for that kept coming up late with the money and shit like that. So he ends up taking care of him. But before then, when he meets up with Tobias, and Tobias says to him, Khalil says to Tobias, he was with some, shorty or whatever. And so then that's when Tobias goes like, oh, because he doesn't have a father. Every man that doesn't have a father, they always try to find themselves in between some woman's leg. Like basically down in, he was like, didn't you not grow up with a father either, Khalil? I was like, damn, Tobias is hitting the nail on the hammer. Hitting the hammer on the nail. I'm just like, damn, he really went there with without growing up with fathers and talking about how weak men are. Or whatever, like what he was saying while he was getting his nails done. He was getting a pedicure, a manicure. So we have that situation. And so Khalil goes to, the bar, and he actually kills the dude. And I don't know if Tobias wanted him to kill him, but maybe that's what, because Tobias said get him in line, get him in check, because people need to start respecting you. The people that you pick up the money from and all this other stuff, they need to respect you, and basically teaching him. So it seemed like he was getting him prepared to run the 100. To me, in my opinion, you guys tell me what you think too as well. So then we have Jennifer. She meets up with Rainier, and basically when you touch Rainier's hand, you go into a whole nother place, a whole nother different reality, whole nother place. I'm like, damn. And then Jennifer was scared. She was mad. She didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh my God, Jennifer shook her hand. What's she going to do to Jennifer? But come to find out, the parents set that up for that to happen. Her father and mother, Lynn, and Jefferson set that up to help her, to help her manage her power, and Rainier's supposed to be a good lady to do that too as well. Jennifer was not feeling it. She was upset, and then that's when Jefferson calms her down and tells her he's sorry because it's his fault that she has these powers and she's not normal, and she can't be the way that she used to be, and all that other good stuff. And then we have Lynn, while she's at her job going through hell with her boss or whatever, he wants her to work with this new scientist. Her name is Jan. And she actually, and so Lynn is meeting up with her and was like, I know you killed, I know you, and you went unethical, and 11 patients lost their feet, and blah blah blah. And the lady was like, Janice was like, no, it was 11. She said it was 10. She said it was 11 and one died. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh no. And so basically, Lynn is trying to convince her to work with her because her bosses want her to work with the pods, basically, because she has some good methods and she's a scientist or whatever. And so basically, to get her to work with Lynn is saying, you can have visits with your kid. So now she's there, and it seems like a setup, to have this lady that's unethical, that killed one kid and the rest lost their feet, to have him over there, having her working with the pods. But basically she's saying that she was trying to help them, but it didn't work. She said they might have took my tools from me, but they didn't take my mind, so I can still do it. So basically, sometimes, to me, I got from that statement, when people take from you, they can take physical things from you, but they can't take your mind. So that was important too to hear as well. Then also having Jennifer meet with Rainier, and Rainier was telling her, here's the salon, the poison in here, you got the lye, you got the straighten the comb, you got all these chemicals that kill you, but I changed this place to something different where women can come and be around each other and talk, but it's not like the place, that it is like in real life. Like basically, African American women, some trying to hide their natural hair and, killing it with lye and chemicals and heat and the straightening comb and stuff like that, because they're taught to be ashamed of it. So that was cool. I was like, oh shit, they put that in Black Lightning, that the perm, the Jerry curl, not so bad, but the perm, the lye, and how bad that is and how it caused brain cancer and stuff like that. But she didn't say brain cancer, but I'm surprised that they let that go. They let that fly. I was like, oh shit, they getting real on the WB. So they're kicking some knowledge. And so then we also have Anissa. She goes to see her old girlfriend and basically trying to get a relationship back with her. But Anissa also sees that this clinic is going to be shut down, and she wants the clinic to stay open. And the people that wants to buy the clinic, it actually they're laundering money, they're funneling money. And so Jennifer has a plan together to go rob and get the $300,000, because when she seen the Reverend was like, we need $300,000 to keep that clinic open. Jennifer, she goes to talk to Gamby. Gamby finds out what she's doing. Gamby coming along with her, and she's able to rob these dudes and take their money. And that shit was epic. That fight was epic. I like to see when Anissa fights. Like, Anissa was going crazy up in the bitch. And she got the money, and she dropped the money off to the Reverend. The Reverend was like, thank you, sister, whoever you are. He was so happy to get that damn money. But when Jennifer first talked to the Reverend to talk to him about how much money they need, and could you take some of the money that I gave you for the clinic, and he said it's not enough. He was like, but can I pray for you, sister, to keep you safe, to keep you bringing this money, that nobody gets hurt? Nobody got hurt. Gamby was there to protect Nessa. He actually had to shoot somebody because they was getting close to Jennifer. But once Jefferson finds out about this shit, he is going to be upset. When Black Lightning find out his daughter's been going around robbing people, putting her life in danger for these causes, he's gonna kind of be upset. He's gonna be upset with Gamby too as well, because Gamby loved keeping secrets from Jefferson. So it is what it is. And so we have Henderson, Bill, what do they call him? I guess he's the captain or whatever of the police department. And so he goes to see Jefferson and let Jefferson know that he got a detective that was killed, Summers or whatever, and the way that they burned up the car, it's like they wanted to hide the evidence, and it has to be two people that can do that. It's in jail, and I'm talking to you, which you can burn the car up like that, so it has to be somebody else basically giving him the heads up. And Jefferson was like, Henderson, don't we supposed to talk about something, because Jefferson revealed to Henderson that he's actually Black Light. Now I was scared that he did that, but he did. It so far so good. But also Bill knows who Jefferson is. I know Jefferson is not a vigilante. He's not a bad person, but he's still shocked that it is Jefferson. But right now he needs his help. And Henderson has a lot of people that's in his office that are dirty and working for Tobias. So Tobias is actually doing something. The reason why he got arrested is he's going to be locked up in a high a facility that's going to be near where the pods are. We'll see. So we have that. Or I don't know. I don't know what Tobias is planning to do. Is he planning to run for mayor? Is he planning to run for governor? What's he planning to do? So that's interesting too as well. And actually, Henderson was like, I'll send you the text and I'll send you the pictures of all the stuff or whatever. So Jefferson, he actually goes to find Khalil's mom and convinces her that Khalil's in danger because he's running with people that he's not that smart, and they're gonna kill him at the end. If you see how Tobias is killing all his loose ends. I don't know what he's going to do with Painkiller, but right now he needs Painkiller to run the 100. So right now Painkiller is safe. So unless he's gonna try to frame Painkiller, and that doesn't make any sense when he needs somebody like him, unless he gets all them pods and them green light babies that are all locked up and he actually control them. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And then from there, when Jefferson sees Khalil's mother, she actually gives him Jefferson was like, I know he has a burner phone. I know there's some way he contacts you because he loves you and all this other stuff. So tell him I'm looking for him. And so Khalil and actually Black Lightning do meet up. And then Khalil was like, yo, what you want, man? Why don't you just leave me alone or whatever? And then Black Lightning was like, yo, listen, man, Khalil, he was like, my name ain't Khalil. I am Painkiller now. He's actually telling Khalil, like, you're in danger. And, Khalil was like, yeah, you're going around telling my mother that these people are going to kill me. And so, Black Lightning is like, you don't want to do this, son. You don't want to be in this. You're indebted. You think that you have to do this. You don't have to do this. Just tell me where Tobias is going to be at. Let me take care of him. And then Painkiller was like, you almost got killed by Tobias. If it wasn't for that Thunder Girl, if it wasn't for Nessa coming through. And so, and he was like, you better chill out before I kill you again. And then Painkiller was like, you better leave me alone before I kill all the things that you love. And that's when Jefferson shocked him with the motherfucking electric, with the lightning, motherfucker. And then Khalil gets up, he gets mad, he throws the needle, and Jefferson catches it. And the ball of lightning, and you could see it in his hands, and he has it like this. And so he got the needle, that he got the, the venom, so he can give to, Gamby to test, and hopefully Gamby can come up with an antidote. So that's cool on that part. And then we have Jefferson that goes to investigate who killed the police. The police detective Summers, and he finds this guy. This guy got a fire gun and shit. The fire going against electricity. There's all types of explosive shit in that factory, that warehouse. It's like crazy. And then Jefferson could have been tore him the F up, but he didn't. Black Lightning could have been tore him up, but Black Lightning didn't. He just shocked him a little bit, had him on the ground, was like, if I put this on you, you can, burn up. And so, but before then, it was funny when Henderson went to the scene of the Detective Summers being, killed, and the car in the van the SUV being torched. He goes, look at this crispy critter. I was like, come on. The other cop was like, I would have never, said crispy critter. So moving on from that. So Jefferson is at this warehouse trying to get information from this guy. And the guy was like, only information I has, the guy has gladiator arms. And that was it. That's Tobias. So, Jefferson goes, Black Lightning, Jefferson goes to tell Henderson that is actually Tobias. And they find Tobias while he's, visiting one of his family. I think it's either his sister or Sinai that he's visiting that is deceased, and he's just sitting right there, and then the cops come in and arrest him. So it seemed like that was a setup. So we have that situation. Then we also have, so now he's locked up. We have Jennifer, she's training with Pernier. She's training with her, and she's actually liking it, and she's learning how to do new things. So her power is going to be epic. It's going to be off the chain. So, but Janice and Lynn, I don't know what Jan is going to do, but I think she's going to sabotage Lynn and she's going to be actually working with, I believe she's going to be working with Tobias, but we'll see. Peace. I'm out. One love.